It's very common for most of us to want to argue. Why do people argue? People argue because, one, in my opinion, it's a habit. It's something that people have grown to see and apply in their lives, and on a constant basis has now become part of who they are. If they don't argue at least once a day, they are not themselves. That's one way to look at it. The second reason I feel people argue is perspective. You are seeing something from a different angle, and I am seeing something from another angle. And so I'm trying to make you understand my point of view. It doesn't mean that you are wrong, but most people conclude because you are not seeing from my point of view, from my perspective, then you are wrong. No. Habit and perspective. These are the two reasons I feel people argue. How can we now stop arguing if you really want to stop that habit? Ask yourself, what does arguing do for me? Is there an award for being the winner of an argument? I don't think so. How does this make me feel? Like arguing just is a waste of time and it drains your energy. So when you realize and you get to know that these are the downsides of arguing, then you will make that conscious effort to stop arguing. One thing we need to know for those of us who just love to argue is your arguing is chipping off layers of your relationship bit by bit, and it will get to a point where your relationships will wither and die. If you really want to stop arguing, just understand that you are conserving energy and you are saving time that you could have deployed into doing something productive, into reading, into thinking of an idea, into innovating something new that will benefit the society. If you feel that nudge of wanting to argue, consciously tell yourself that, you know what, you can be wrong about a subject or about something. So agree to disagree. Don't keep insisting on your right, because you're only seeing one side of the coin. You're not seeing both sides of the coin. I will say adopt this principle that Stephen Covey talks about. Seek first to understand before you're understood. That will help minimize arguing, and that will help both of you save energy. Or you could say, you have a point, but I don't agree with you. I just don't agree with you. Can we talk about something else? Not trying to breathe down each other's necks and cut down deep into your throat, arguing with such vigor with the intention of bringing the person down or winning the argument to prove that you are right. No, it's not worth it in the end. Discipline yourself. Tell yourself that you are going to stop arguing. And discipline is not something that we are born with. It's a habit that we grow into. It's a muscle that we keep working on until we perfect it, okay? So tell yourself consciously, one, arguing doesn't do any good for me. Two, it's a waste of my time and energy. And three, it will mess up my relationship, especially with the relationships with the people that I care about. Arguing does you no good. Practice silence. If you practice silence, you're not going to encourage arguing. The other person will be arguing alone with himself, and to him it will seem foolish, and he will just end the argument. See you soon. Keep being the best version of yourself every day, and I will see you in my next video. Peace and angels.